All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down that rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I was going to do a short and transit lesson on how alone the spirit of Yahweh Yahweh Shai allows it to go. I'm not really sure what I want to title the lesson yet, but the lesson is going to be concerning issues within the beast, spoken about in the book of Revelations. All right, which we know that beast is talking about the NATO and the EU, the Northern Atlantic Treaty Organization, and the European Union. All right. So, Lord wills, brothers, you see on the screen, I have this screenshot of this article that I took from the RT News, and it says NATO member declares intent to join BRICS. All right, which the nation looking to join is Turkey. All right, which Turkey has been like the rebel in NATO for some time now. I forget the two nations that wanted to join. That they wanted their mother NATO nations wanted to vote into NATO. I forget the nations it was. I think one was, I forget which two it was, but you know, Turkey was against it. They didn't want them to join. All right. And a while back it was something else. I forget what that was too. That Turkey was basically in an uproar about coming in an uproar about that NATO, the other NATO nations wanted to do, but Turkey was in a major uproar about it. All right, so they've been like the rebel, you know, in within the beast within NATO. All right, and now it looks like they're looking to exit, or they do join BRICS, or join the BRIC nations. They'll probably just throw them out anyway, or do something major. Like you had that earthquake. Was it that earthquake? I think was it an earthquake in Turkey? All right. Because again, they had did something or said something that the other NATO nations didn't like, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they had like this major earthquake or something like that. I think it was an earthquake, if I ain't mistaken, that devastated, you know, some of this the towns or cities or whatever. All right, and that just happened out of nowhere. Because we know Esau's sword is more than tanks and bombs and, you know, assault rifles. All right, he has biological warfare. All right. And he has weather warfare. He can use weather warfare. All right. So this man has many ways to swing his sword. All right. And just speaking as a man, I believe that they used that technology on Turkey a few months ago. All right. But yeah, you know, they've been the rebel within NATO, and now it looks like they're looking to join the BRICS. With the BRICS is a direct threat to NATO. All right. So it says, I'm just reading this part right here. It says, Turkey will seek to join the BRICS group of nations and intend to bring up issues at the upcoming meeting. And another thing I believe why they're doing this, another reason is because you know, they've spoken out, Salakia, about the situation between the small hats and them Arabs. All right, they've spoken out about that. All right, and they don't like the fact. I'm pretty sure they don't like the fact that countries like Babylon are aiding Amalek, aiding the small hats, giving them weapons and stuff to carry out these war crimes. That's exactly what they are, war crimes. All right, on them Arabs. All right, so it's probably got more to do with that as well. But you have other NATO nations as well that's not in agreement with it. That they tried to get them to recognize Palestine at the UN meeting or whatever as not Turkey, but basically a group of nations. They tried to vote in to get for Palestine to be recognized basically as a UN nation. I believe, if I ain't mistaken, and the two countries that voted against it was Babylon and Israel. All right, so you know, a lot of these nations are angry about that whole thing. All right, especially these Arab nations. All right, but it says intend to join the BRICS. Turkey will seek to join the BRICS group of nations and intend to bring up issues at the upcoming meeting at the economy bloc foreign minister and the Russian Ankara chiefs, if I pronounced that right, diplomat Hakan Fidan announced on Tuesday. Speaking to the reporters while on 3-day visit to China, Fidan, if I pronounced that right, stated that Turkey has long been waiting to become a member of the European Union, but has for years faced opposition from some of the bloc. All right, so I didn't even know that. I didn't know they was trying to look to join the European Union. You got some nations that are part of NATO and the EU. You got some nations that ain't a part, that are a part of NATO but ain't a part of the EU. Like Babylon, like America. America is a part of NATO, but they're not a part of the EU. Canada is a part of NATO, but they're not a part of the EU. All right. Turkey is a part of NATO, but they're not a part of the EU. All right. So I didn't even know that. So yeah, this is just more problems within the beast that the beast are having, which the beast again is talking about in the book of Revelations with 7 heads and 10 horns. It's speaking about the EU organization. All right. So it was more good news, you know, if they decide to join. It's like if they do decide to full force join on the BRIC nations. All right, because more than likely again it's going to lead to them being thrown out of NATO, which again that's prophecy. This the book of Daniel chapter 2 verse 40. So like in Daniel chapter 2 verse 40, and the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdue all things, the iron that breaketh all things shall it break in pieces and bruise. We're just talking about the ancient pagan Roman Empire. All right, verse 41. When thou sawest the feet and toes in part of potter's clay, and the part of iron, and the kingdom should be divided, right? And that's talking about the system that we're in right now, the NATO and the EU, the 10 toes, or the toes of the statue. And the kingdom shall be divided, but there should be in it a strength of iron, or as much as thou sawest iron mixed with clay, mixed with moderate clay, right? Because you got some nations in NATO and the EU that are weak as hell, and then you got some that are stronger than others, all right? Like the elders brought up the example, Germany would be like iron. Babylon, I guess, would be like iron. Clay would be like Greece. All right, a weaker nation, a weaker member of NATO. All right, that they have to, the stronger ones have to protect. All right, that's the spirit, because that shows how the Most High can bring a nation down. Because when you look it up, Greece is actually one of the weaker nations in NATO. But at one point, Greece, all right, was the top superpower on the earth during the reign of Alexander the Great, all right? So that shows how the Most High can set up one to bring down another, all right? Even though the leader of the Grecians were the Edomites, which they're still in power today, but that just shows that Greece at one point, the kingdom of Greece, which is again ran by Edomites, was, you know, the top nations strongest nation on the planet at one point, strongest empire on the nation in the world at one point. All right, like it tells you in the book of Maccabees. But now look at them. Now they need protection. All right. Verse 43. Did I read this already? Verse 43. Read it again if I didn't read it already. And where thou sawest iron mixed with moderate clay, and they should be mingled themselves with the seed of men, but they should not declare one. They should not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. Verse 44. And in those days of those kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. And what kingdom is that? The kingdom of Israel. All right. And it says it's going to break these other nations into pieces, which the Lord Yahweh shall, when he's going to put the finishing touches on it, when he comes back and he destroys Babylon the Great, and this whole Edomite system will be history. All right. But yeah, you know, this is good news, more good news. It's like and prophecies, more prophecies coming to pass each day. All right. So, Lord willing, they do decide to do this or decide to leave. And again, that's going to help further push along. Well, it will be prophecy because another nation will either get kicked out of NATO or, or whatever, however the Lord's going to do it. But again, this is more good news. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Radash, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to your brothers that push this truth and sincerity. And again, we don't know if they're going to leave NATO officially. I couldn't read the whole article because I don't know what's going on with RT, but I don't know if it said they want to, if they join BRICS, they're going to leave NATO, get out of NATO altogether, or what. But this is just another thorn in the side for the beast. All right, to have to deal with this now, another nation leaving. All right, and when you look at it, when you look it up too, it says that Turkey is a top buyer of oil or whatever. All right, so that's also, they're also going to lose money in that market too, in the oil market. All right, concerning oil, because Turkey consumes a lot of oil. So if they join the BRICS nations, they're not going to buy nations like Babylon's oil anymore. They're going to buy Russian oil. All right, and continue to buy Saudi Arabia's oil or whatever. All right, more than likely Russian. But with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. Again, all praises Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to your brothers that push us to the sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.